Manga-Waido.
My name is Naoya Yamazaki. I work as a high school graduate in a small company. My parents are very toxic, and they've been pestering me to bring in money for the family as soon as I was in high school. They took my part-time money, and as soon as I started working full-time, they started taking money from me without my permission. If I rebelled, they would abuse me and take things that I considered important to destroy. I eventually learned to just keep my mouth shut. This is payment for us raising you!
Kids do everything for their parents. Give us your money.
This is how I basically continued having no money, and I couldn't even start living alone. The company I worked at was also terrible. They were such a dark company that I never got paid for working overtime and never got a promotion. I worked late every day, and I even went in to work on the holidays. People who complained were fired immediately, and no one was able to say anything out of fear. We just had to keep quiet and work. Even people who were capable would end up getting scolded for one reason or another. Yamazaki! I asked you to finish this! I didn't receive directions on what to do. You really think you should be talking back to me? I'm sorry, sir. I'll get on it right away. You should have said that the first time around! You're useless! I always thought I wanted to work there, but there was probably no chance for me to find another job with my resume. I can't even go back in time to go to a social services office because by the time I'm free, everything is closed. They had me exactly where they wanted. I figured this is how I died, alone and poor. Well, there's my bonus. I'll buy some meat, I guess. I had about $150 for my bonus. This is worse than an elementary schooler's New Year's gift. I ordered a 3,000 yen steak at a nice steak shop. This was the best that I could do at the time. I was so sad and the meat was so delicious that I couldn't help but tear up. Guess I'll go home. Who's that? I saw a young girl on the benches at the park. Maybe she tripped or something. She had mud around her skirt and knees. You know, there are a lot of delinquents in this area. You probably shouldn't be here alone at night. I was acting brave after having a great meal and drinking some. Apparently, she was in high school.
I was actually robbed and I don't have any money or a phone.
Where do you live?
I live 6 stations away. I left without telling my parents, so I can't exactly just ride a taxi home.
Here, use this. You can still take the train, right?
Huh? $100? I can't take that.
That's all I have. And I use it on this. I only have some change. I showed her the bag with the pudding that I bought after my steak. She looked at me doe-eyed. She grinned and said thank you before bowing ever so gently.
I swear, I will pay you back.
Don't worry about it. Go, it's late. The last train is leaving.
Oh, really? Yeah, I should go. Thank you so much, sir. I will never forget what you did for me.
She looked at the clock at the park and realized what time it is. She swiftly ran to the station. There goes my bonus. She told me she'd repay me, but it's not like we exchanged numbers. Whatever. Hopefully her future is brighter than mine. That gives my life some meaning. I was all happy and fulfilled when I headed to the station to catch the last train home. Of course, my parents kept asking me for money and my bonus. I was abused, obviously. I kept working at the terrible company and getting chewed out. My parents never stopped taking money from me and I never got any promotions. At least I'm alive. I don't care about my life anymore. My salary was basically the new employee pay with a tiny bump. Only the people who kiss the boss's ass are able to get promotions. I was just working with no end in sight. I was in my 30s and my heart was completely empty. Then I met someone. I ended work early and was heading home. I felt like I was lucky because I could go home early when... Damn it! That hurt! Are you even paying attention? I ran into a thug on my way home. I'm sorry. You think sorry's gonna cut it? My shoulder is broken! You better ask for compensation. Compensation? You're fine. You wanna go? Let's go, you loser! Hey, call them too! Let's all beat them up! Yeah, I'm calling them now! Seriously? These two are plenty scary by themselves. They're calling their friends. My life was always rough, but I guess this is how I die. Pity. I really was so unlucky. I wish I could eat some good steak before I died. I remembered all my memories throughout my life. They're already here? I saw that there were a large group of scary-looking men all in a bundle walking toward me. If they beat me up, I won't look the same afterwards. I was terrified, but then I realized that the thugs were acting a little funny. Who are they? Huh? They're not his friends? As I continued watching quietly, a woman showed up in the middle of the crowd.
Let go of him.
She was beautiful. I feel like I know her. Maybe not?
It's been a while.
Huh? Are you the girl at the park?
You remembered. I came back to repay you. Thank you for saving me. I really appreciate it.
You're really that girl?
I'm actually the daughter of the gang boss that has an office right here. Saw everything from the window.
She pointed at a building with way too many security cameras for its own good. Maybe it's a Yakuza office? So the bulky dudes are her soldiers and she's the daughter of a Yakuza member? Gang? No way!
I'm the daughter of Iwawa gang leader. You realize what you two will go through if you lay a finger on my savior, right? If you don't want to experience pain like you've never felt, you better beg for mercy and leave.
I'm so sorry! Two were trembling from the big men cracking their knuckles. They were on the ground faster than you could blink, and they were gone just as fast. I was just stunned at the whole situation when the girl turned back at me, looking beautiful again. She grinned.
I would like to repay you for the occasion you saved me.
Huh? You mean in your office? I was halfway dragged to the gang office, and she explained what happened when I saw her at the park. Apparently, she, Reira, wasn't a fan of her dad, and she was defiant about carrying on the family legacy. When she was stuck inside, she started realizing the joy of being a nerd.
Remember how I looked like a high school student? That was just a cosplay.
Cosplay? She had just returned from a cosplay event when she was mugged. Then I helped her.
I got in an argument with my dad, but we came to an agreement, and now I help him.
I see. I'm just a craftsman, so I'm glad to hear that you're working hard.
A craftsman?
Yeah, my company is just so bad that it forces me to work overtime constantly. My life just doesn't ever improve. It's pretty miserable. I want to quit, but I'm worried I won't find a new job, so I can't.
If you don't like your current job, would you like me to introduce you to some people?
Huh? But I'm not really versed in Yakuza business.
Oh, it's not like that. I know a few people who started their own business through cosplay. They have good companies and they have good benefits. They won't treat you bad, so don't worry.
I was surprised and unsure if I should ask her for help, but I probably would miss my chance if I leave her here now. Thank you. I guess I could use the help.
Of course. Let me pay you back.
I found a job very quickly without any hiccups after she introduced me. I didn't know that this kind of job existed in the world. In addition, she showed me a nice cheap apartment that I could rent. I told my parents, and of course, they freaked out. How dare you leave us? What about money?
You're abandoning us? We raised you!
I paid you both so much more than I needed. Let me go. You two figure it out. I won't rely on you two either. My parents tried their best to keep their cash cow around, but... Is this all of it, sir? Yes, it is. Thank you for helping me out. No problem, sir. You helped the lady. Don't thank us. Yakuza folk came to help me move, and they were frozen in place the whole time. You're not happy about your son growing up? You call yourselves parents? It yelled at them, and that was enough to keep the quiet the whole time. All right. Bye-bye, Dad, Mom. I hope you two stay healthy. Started living alone, and I was finally able to feel like it was fun to be alive. Thank you. Without you, I couldn't have started my own life.
Don't worry about it. I need to thank you for helping me that night. Oh, there's actually a cosplay event sometime. Would you like to go?
Of course! I would meet up with her occasionally and geek out or take photos for her in her cosplay. We get along to this day. I'm glad that I helped you at the park. You say that I saved you, but in reality, you saved me. I hope we can keep getting along. And part of me kinda hopes one day, maybe we'll be more. I'm sure with all the scary looks I'm getting, it won't be an easy road.